Yeah, welcome to Reproductive Health segment with Dr. Ajayi. My name is Dr. Abayomi Ajayi, and today we're going to discuss something very interesting. Infertility is described in various ways. Some people say it's a roller coaster. Some people say it's a topsy-turvy journey. Some people describe it in many emotional ways, but usually negative. Today, we're going to try to put a positive spin to infertility, and in the house to do that today is Esther Odiete, a fertility counselor. Esther, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
Please tell us how infertility can possibly make someone stronger.
Okay. Well, infertility is a horrible experience, as some will put it, but there is an opportunity for personal growth hidden in it. As an individual, infertility can make you stronger in this way. It can make you knowledgeable. Because prior to when you've been told that you are infertile, or when you find out that you are infertile, you might not have enough knowledge about the situation. But this group of people, they usually go maybe online to learn a lot about the situation. And it helps them to reframe their mind positively. And that's a strength for them. And also, it makes them to realize that there's no right or wrong way to feel about the situation, and it helps them to handle their emotions. And that's an inner strength that they have to discover going through this journey. There's another thing, again, it helps them to do, the ability to handle stress. If you can go through the journey of infertility, it helps you to handle stress, because infertility itself is stressful.
That's right.
And if they are able to do this, they can also apply it to other aspects of their lives in handling stress. They can also develop trust in themselves, because during this journey, they might feel, oh, I'm helpless, I'm powerless, there's nothing I can do about myself. But being able to go through this, they'll be able to develop that strength in them, and they will resolve to be happy, irrespective of whatever comes their way. And going through infertility, it makes you stronger by making you have that ability to gain control over yourself. You know, this journey, it involves grief, it involves loss, and they tend to towards isolation. But by the time they gain control over themselves, whatever situation they find themselves, if they have been invited maybe for dedication or whatever, they can encourage themselves and be able to go there because they've gained control over the situation. Also, it makes them make informed decision, because like during the counseling session, we will make them understand that if you go via this route or this route, this will be the outcome at the end of the day. And there are some group of people that they find it difficult to make decisions, but with counseling sessions, they'll be able to be bold enough to make decisions that will be beneficial to them. And it also helps them to have that ability to teach other people that find themselves in the same situation. Because, like I said earlier, they are now knowledgeable. If they see anyone that's also in this kind of situation, they now have enough knowledge to be able to pass on to those group of people. And you can also develop the ability to draw strength from other people. Let's take, for example, the support group. Because you are in a group whereby you are not the only one going through this challenge. Yeah. And by the time you discover that this person is saying his or her own story, because some people, they can't talk in public. But for the fact that this person is telling her story, they have that strength to do likewise. Let me give my own story. Perhaps someone will be able to learn from that. Those are some points for the individual.
Okay. But as a couple, yeah, we've talked about the... One thing I can see from what you're saying here is that if infertility is well handled, because it's possible for an individual also not to handle it properly.
Oh, yes.
And therefore, he might not gain the required strength from this. It might actually shatter some people.
Oh, yes.
But what you're telling us is that if you handle it the way you have enumerated, then the person becomes a better person. Now, let's talk about a couple.
Okay. As a couple, if they go through this journey together, the tendency for them to become strong, there's this bond that comes in between the two of them. And their communication becomes stronger because they talk about the situation themselves. And the way the female might feel could be different from the way the male will feel. They come to realize and acknowledge their feelings together as a couple. And they have the strength also to go out to seek support. Because maybe as an individual, you can't get yourself pregnant, but with your husband alongside, you plan how to seek support together. And there's a tendency for the couple to practice how to relax when they are tensed. Because by the time they do that, they'll be able to come to that point, okay, I won't allow this to get to me, and they discover a way of relaxing. And they also, as a couple, learn ways on how to take care of other aspects of their life, because this is just one amongst others. So they learn as a couple to take charge of every other aspect of their life. And together as well, they learn as much as they can to seek professional help. Because if they don't do that, the lady could be coming to the clinic, the man is not interested. But if they do this together, there's that tendency for them to seek professional help together. And there's another thing, they develop resiliency. Those that might have gone through the treatment process, and the process failed. That ability to bounce back, that this is not the end, we can try again. So they develop that as a couple. And even if they get maybe side talks from families and friends and all that, they have the ability to stand firm as a couple together.
Yeah, unfortunately, Esther, I think we have to end it at this point in time. Viewers, I hope you've been able to get one or two things about how to cope, how infertility can actually make you a better person and can actually develop the bond between couples and make them stronger to face the world, apart from facing infertility. So at this point, we're going to end this program this week, but we'll see you next week.